Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Jason Yamamoto, and today I'm going to be answering another Army question. Now, check it out, guys, man. I'm in the Army National Guard. It's like the reserves, but we associate more with the state versus with Big Army, right? I call it Big Army, Daddy Army, but I like to call it Big Army, right? So, anyways, we don't deal with active duty as much. We just mostly deal in-house state. Whoever your governor is, this is where we're getting our directives from. But anyways, with that being said, I got a lot of guys who are in the reserves who are young and single, or females young and single, and they feel like going to the reserves or the National Guard was the wrong thing to do, and they question themselves whether they should have went active duty. Right? They question themselves whether they just should have went active duty. And then I got guys who has a family, got daughters, got sons. They're struggling in life, and they was like, man, if I can go in active duty, I would get a little bit more money, and then maybe I could pursue being E5, E6 then. Okay, so I've already made a video referencing that I left active duty because I couldn't get promoted without a college degree, and it was too difficult to compete with people who already had college degrees, and I just didn't have the time or the luxury to go to college on my off time. I just didn't, because I was working 12-hour shifts, sometimes 14-hour shifts. Yes, man, those shifts existed. And sometimes out of nowhere, hey, Yamamoto, Specialist Yamamoto, come over here. We noticed that you haven't been PT in the last, 3 weeks. We need you to start doing your PT. So once you get off of work at, fucking 07, right? Because I was at the midnight shift. We need you to be at the field at 07:30. Go out there and start doing PT. And you tired, And when we do PT, it's always like, oh, it's going to be an hour. No, fuck that, 2 hours. So I'm extra exhausted by the time I'm done with PT, right? And it is what it is. Just didn't have time for nothing, man. And when you do have time, go do something. You was out there drinking and partying. That wasn't a really healthy lifestyle for me, honestly. But, that's just my experience. Everybody's experience varies in active duty. It depends on what your job is and who your command is and your leadership. All right. So I can't say it was all good for me or bad for me. It might be different for you. But you got to talk to other soldiers, and you got to make your own opinion, your own, decision about this. So if you're young and single and you want to go active duty, man. Especially if you're from the reserves, you can do that. That's what the Army wants. They want young people. So the best way going from reserves into active duty is waiting until your contract is up. You do your time with your reserve component, and fulfill your contract, and go up in there and active duty. That's the best way. And I would have to say, don't get your E5. If they offer you E5 by the time your first contract is up, don't accept it, because that's how they keep your ass in. The active duty don't want NCOs. They don't want NCOs. They want fucking privates and specialists to go up in there, and they'll mold you. They'll mold you into their NCO. Reserve and National Guard NCOs are two different NCOs, man. We are different breeds of NCOs. We are NCOs that are mixed with civilian logic. Army wants you to have all Army logic. They don't want you to think nothing like civilians. That's why I couldn't be also an NCO in active duty. But that's the best way. All right. Now, if you married or you single parent and you want to go active duty, I say if you're going for the money, that's a big sacrifice. If you're willing to do it, I say do it. If you want to guarantee a meal for your kids, and you're ready to sacrifice everything for what I just said, promotion and etc., then do it. I just letting you know that specialist money, when it comes to family, ain't a lot. It's not a lot. Specialist money, it's not a lot when it comes to taking care of family. So I just need you to consider that. You know, it starts to become a lot easier when you become an E5 and E6. So what I recommend when you go in active duty, you work your ass off. You do everything active duty tell you to do. If they tell you to fucking bend backwards, you fucking do it. You understand that? This is for your family. You go out there, you fucking become the best soldier you can be for your family. Don't go out there and bullshit with the boys. They're gonna get you in trouble. Alright? So that's just my advice. So yeah, if you got a family and you want them to have a meal, you do what you gotta do as a man. And you take care of your fucking family. And you go in there, you fucking do the best you can do for the army. Alright? That's my opinion. Do it. Sacrifice to win. You understand that? So if you're not like me, you know what I'm saying, leaving active duty for the National Guard, do what you got to do. All right, do what you got to do. You're 20 years old, 19 years old, 18 years old, whatever. Finish up your contract and get into active duty. Don't pick up your E5. I'm gonna guarantee you, you get your E5, they're gonna say sorry, we don't take NTOs, and you're gonna have your heart broken. I've seen it happen too many times. But you got to talk to your recruiter first, man. Always talk to with your recruiter. And don't always assume that your recruiter is going to help you. They don't give a fuck about you because you're prior service. Alright? They'll only help you if you serve them a benefit. Alright? So, anyways, man. Hopefully this advice can help you. Alright? It's your boy, Jason Yamamoto. And I'll talk to you guys later.